Hey guys, hi, hello, namaste, adab, sat sri akal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam, and khamma gani to all of you. Welcome to today's class, guys. And today's class is for ICSE 10th, and the topic we are doing is similarity of triangles. So this is like one short video for the similarity. We'll be doing the whole session in one go. So let's start the class. I am Gopal Paliwal, your master teacher of mathematics here at Vedantu. I have done my graduation from IIT Dhanbad and I have been teaching from the past 5 years. All right, you can see the credentials on your screen. Now starting today's class, so देखो बेटा, in this similarity, first topic is comparison of congruency with congruency and similarity. What is the meaning of similarity and congruency? Similarity में what are the properties which the triangle show? And then the second part is criteria for similarity. All right. So first we'll go for the introduction part, then we'll look at the criteria of similarity, and then we'll look at some questions to solve. So similarity, remember guys, we say congruency. When I say congruency, when I talk about the congruency, remember I say that the figures are equal in shape and size. What I want the figures to be exactly equal in shape and size, and two congruent figures overlap each other. Two congruent figures overlap each other. Now when I talk about similarity, guys, so similarity means equal in shape. They are equal in shape. What about size? Size we don't know. Maybe equal, may not be equal. To say it more precisely, in similarity we only look for shape. We don't care about size at all. We do not care about size, whether size are equal or not equal. We only care about shape. Alright, so from here guys, you'll get to know that suppose your photograph, alright, one photograph you have clicked of yourself, and that photograph you have made, say, one passport size photo and one large photo. Now both have same shape and same size of photo. Only thing is the difference is in the size. So that will be called similarity. Alright, so that will be called what? Similarity. Similarity is equal in shape. Now remember, since I am not talking about size, the sizes may be equal, may not be equal. So if two figures which have same shape and different sizes will be only similar. And when two shapes or two figures have equal shape and equal size, they will be similar also because shape is equal, and they will be congruent also because size is also equal. So from here we can say that two congruent figures are always similar. But the opposite is not true. I cannot say two similar figures are always congruent. No, because similar figures size may be equal, may not be equal. But if two figures are congruent, shape is definitely equal, and shape is equal, we'll say they are similar as well. Alright, so similarity guys, as we have learned about the similarity, like you do the rotation, anything, same is the case of congruency. Only thing is we want it to be of the same shape. That's what it is all about. Now in this chapter we are not looking for the similarity of all the type of shapes. We'll be looking at the similarity of triangles. Alright, so two triangles will be similar. We can say two triangles are similar if we find that in both those triangles all the corresponding angles are equal. All the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. Now if you remember guys, in congruency we were saying that for two triangles to be congruent, all the corresponding angles are equal and all the corresponding sides are equal. But in similarity, we say all the corresponding angles are equal to get the shape same, and corresponding sides to be proportional because sizes can be different. So corresponding sides are proportional. Proportional means their ratio is same. Alright, so if these two triangles are given similar, I can say angle P is equal to angle Y. P and Y are the corresponding points. Angle Q is equal to angle X, and angle R is equal to angle Z. Alright, and I can say corresponding side. So guys, remember PQ and XY. So PQ by XY is equal to QR by XZ is equal to PR by YZ is equal to what? PR by YZ. So this is how we can say the corresponding sides will be in the same ratio and the corresponding angles are going to be equal. So the difference between congruency and similarity, in congruency corresponding angles are equal, in similarity corresponding angles are also equal. In congruency corresponding sides are equal, but in similarity corresponding sides are proportional. And the sign for congruency is one wave, this wave like this, and equal sign above that. Here for similarity only this wave sign. Alright, ठीक है. अब बेटा criteria for similarity. Now same as we have learned about the criteria for congruency, we don't have to get all the 6 things, all the 3 angles and all the 3 sides should be known. It is not necessary. Only with some rules, with the criteria which will be provided, we can easily say that 2 triangles will be similar. Now in similarity only 3 criteria we have. That's the good news we have. We have only 3 criteria for the similarity. So let's say the first criteria is SSS criteria. That means if I give you, suppose in this triangle by the say by the color combination, suppose if I give you that AC upon XY is equal to BC upon XZ is equal to AB upon YZ. If it is given, then I can say by the SSS rule, all the 3 sides of one triangle are proportional to 3 sides of another triangle. The triangles will be similar. Alright, beta, how do I get which is the corresponding point of what? Alright, how do I get which is the corresponding point of what? So what I'll say, देखो sir, AC, let's look here, AC and XY, AC and XY are the corresponding sides. Second side I can say कि sir BC and XZ are corresponding sides. So here this AC and BC, they are intersecting at C, and here this XY, corresponding sides to AC is XY, corresponding sides to this BC is XZ, they are intersecting at X. So X and C are the corresponding points, right? Now once X and C are corresponding point, remaining are very easy. Green line, if you'll see, A and C is here, for it XY, so I can say A and Y will be corresponding, and at the end I can say the remaining point B and Z will be corresponding to each other. So now we can say that a triangle ABC will be similar to triangle. For A the corresponding point is Y, for B the corresponding point is Z, for C the corresponding point is X. Alright, in similarity, in congruency, remember we have learnt we have to write the corresponding point's name. Same thing we have to do over here as well. The naming of triangle is the same way. Corresponding points will write. Alright, okay, so first is your SSS rule. Second rule is AA. AA rule is the most common used rule. And mostly common used rule. Many questions will be using this rule because it is the easiest one. What it says, ki sir ji, in 2 triangles, suppose this one angle is 70 degree, this one angle is 70 degree. Alright, and this angle is 80 degree. If I use angle sum property, 70 plus 30, 100, so this will be 80 degrees. So now you can say that guys, angle A and angle F are equal, angle C and angle E are equal. So this is called AA rule. If 2 angles in a triangle are equal to 2 angles of another triangle, automatically third angle will also be equal by angle sum property. So 2 angles are minimum. So by AA rule, I can say triangle ABC will be similar to triangle. For A the corresponding point is F, for B the remaining point D will be the corresponding point, and then E. They will be similar. The second rule is AA similarity rule, and the last rule is side angle side rule. So here again same thing guys. If I give you that AC and MK's ratio equal to AB and KL ratio, so AC and MK ratio is equal to AB and KL ratio, and the angle between them, angle A equal to angle K, if I give same as the name side angle side, I can say triangle ABC will be similar to triangle KLM. Alright guys, ठीक है, this will be your similarity criteria. So these are the three criterias: side angle side, side side side, and angle angle criteria. Alright, so now we'll be looking at some questions. ठीक है, let's look at the first question. Determine if the following triangles are similar. If so, explain why and write the similarity statement. So let's look at the ratio. Are we getting a case in which the ratio of all the sides is becoming equal? So 14, let's divide the smallest side of this triangle with the smallest side of the other triangle. So 14 by 10 is 7 by 5. Then second, 21 by 15 is again 7 by 5. 28 by 20 is again 7 by 5. So guys, we got to know, I can say, sir, the ratio of AC, let me minimize myself first. So I can say, sir, ratio of this side AC with DE is equal to the ratio of AB with EF is equal to the ratio of BC with DF. You can see in all the cases the ratio is 7:5. 14 by 10, 7 by 5, 21 by 15, 7 by 5, 28 by 20, 7 by 5. Alright, so whichever it is, by side, side, side rule, I can say triangle ABC will be similar to, let's find out the corresponding side. So देखो, AC and DE are corresponding. Alright, then I know that AB and EF are corresponding. So intersection point of these two is A, here it is E. Now for AC corresponding point is DE, so C and D will be corresponding points now to each other, and remaining B and F. So triangle ABC will be similar to triangle. For A the corresponding point is E, for B the corresponding point is F, for C the corresponding point is D. So triangle ABC will be similar to triangle EFD. Alright, ठीक है बच्चों, this is how this question will be solved. Please remember, it is very important to write this in the correct order. It's not like you cannot, if you write triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, then it will be considered wrong, because A and D are not the corresponding point, B and E are not the corresponding point, C and F are also not the corresponding point. ठीक है, so corresponding points you have to see here. Find X and Y if triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So if triangle ABC, if it is given to us that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, how do I write the similar sides, beta? What I'll do, first thing, take the first two letters over here. I can say, sir, AB upon DE. Then take second and third letter, here also second and third letter, BC upon EF. Here take first and third letter, so AC upon DF. ठीक है? These sides will be equal, because since triangles are similar, the ratio of sides will be equal. So let's write the values. So AB is 9 upon DE is 6 is equal to BC is 4x minus 1 upon EF is 10 is equal to AC is 18 upon DF is equal to Y. So 9 by 6 is 3 by 2. So now I can say, sir, 4x minus 1 by 10 should also be equal to 3 by 2. Cross multiply, 8x minus 2 is equal to 30, 8x is equal to 32, and x is equal to 4. Similarly, 18 by y is equal to 3 by 2, cross multiply, 3y is equal to 36, and you can say y is equal to 12. So x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 12. Easy question. So this is just the starting easy questions. X is 4, y is 12. Alright, next question. Look at this question. Very good question. It is, in quadrilateral ABCD, diagonal AC and BD intersect each other at point O. If AO is twice of CO and BO is twice of DO, show that triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD and OA into OD is equal to OB into OC. So obviously we'll draw a diagram, guys. We'll draw a diagram. All right, let's say this is a quadrilateral ABCD. This is a quadrilateral rough diagram I'm drawing. All right, it's not precise. Rough diagram. Quadrilateral ABCD and diagonal AC and the diagonal BD is given, intersect each other at point O. All right, it is given that AO is twice of CO. So if I give you AO is twice of CO, from here you can say AO upon CO is 2 by 1. And if I give you BO is twice of DO, you can say, sir, from here BO upon DO is 2 by 1. Now I have to prove triangle AOB similar to triangle COD. So I can say, sir, in triangle AOB and triangle COD, first thing, I got AO of this triangle and CO of that triangle ratio, and here BO of the triangle AOB and DO of the triangle COD, both the ratios are same 2 by 1. And the second thing, sir, angle between them is equal. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD because they are vertically opposite angles. So which rule it is? Two sides and the angle between them. By side angle side rule, triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD. Okay? Both are similar. Now they are prove that OA into OD is equal to OB into OC. देखो बेटा, we know AO upon CO is equal to BO upon DO. If I cross multiply, I'll get AO into DO is equal to BO into CO. Right? And that's what is your second one. So second one is over here, first one is over here. Easy, right? Simple. We have just proved the similarity of both the triangles. Ratio was already given equal and the angle between them is equal by the vertically opposite angles. Now let's look at this question. Guys, this question is a very good question. Okay, very good question. What it says, in the given figure, AD is equal to AE. All right, AD is equal to AE. AD square, understand this thing, very important. AD square is given equal to BD into EC. AD square, look at all the sides which are given to you. All right, where is AD, guys? AD is over here. AD square, its square is equal to BD into CE. All right, okay. Prove that triangle ABD and triangle ACE are equal to each other. So guys, देखो, first thing what I'll say कि sir, if AD is equal to AE in triangle ADE, if I have AD is equal to DE, I can obviously say, sir, angle ADE is equal to angle AED. These two angles are going to be equal. Then I can say, sir, angle ADE plus angle ADB will be equal to angle AED plus angle AEC, because both are linear pairs, both are equal to 180 degrees only. And instead of writing two equations and then equating them, I am saying angle ADE plus ADB is equal to 180 degree, linear pair, and angle AED plus AEC is again equal to 180 degree. We know ADE and AED are equal. I can cancel it. I will get angle ADB is equal to angle AEC. Right? So I have got these two angles now equal to each other. These two angles are equal to each other. Now, two angles are equal, guys, we will think about the ratio of the sides. It is given AD square is BD into CE. So if AD square is equal to BD into CE, I can shift BD there in division. So AD upon BD, and one AD square is there. So that is AD into AD. One AD I will shift in division over here. So that will be CE upon AD. So देखो बेटा, first thing is sorted. This first ratio is representing AD and BD and the angle between them. The second ratio is CE, and here it is asking me AE. Here it is showing I wanted AE, then I can say side angle side rule can be applied. But here instead of AE we have AD. No problem. AD and AE. Sorry, here I have written wrong here. AD and AE. I hope you understood it. AE and AD and AE are equal. So in place of AD, I can write AE as well. So we have got AD. So we have got, just give me eraser. So we have got AD upon BD is equal to CE upon, I can replace this AD with AE because we know AD is equal to AE. Alright, so guys, now we have got both the things. Dekho, we have now, I can say sir, in triangle AD, ABD and triangle CAE. ओके तो देखो भाई, फर्स्ट थिंग बेटा आई कैन से सर AD बाय BD इज इक्वल टू, अच्छा AD बाय BD इज इक्वल टू CE बाय AE इज हियर. तो फ्रॉम हियर आई कैन रिप्लेस इट एज AD बाय CE. रेशियो ऑफ AD with the corresponding point CE is equal to, shift BD over there, BD upon AE. Alright, so the ratio of AD with CE is equal to the ratio of BD with AE. Alright, so this side ratio is equal to this side and this side's ratio, and also the angle between them. The angle between them will be what beta? Angle between them is equal. Angle ADB is equal to angle AEC. So which rule it is? Side angle side rule. So I can say, sir, by side angle side rule, triangle, let's say if I write ADB, triangle ADB will be similar to triangle CEA. Alright, ठीक है बच्चों. For AD, CE is the common side, so AC. So if I go ADB, here I have to go CEA. Alright, ठीक है, that's proved, that's hence proved. Okay, so it was a very good question. ठीक है, so this kind of questions are very common. Okay, now guys, before I move ahead, let me tell you about the Vedantus Pro subscription and how it can be an amazing opportunity for all of you to start your learning with Vedantu and see improvement in your marks. And I'm not just saying it, I'm saying it with a guarantee. So we are giving you a guaranteed improvement. So when you join Vedantu's Pro subscription, guys, you get Vedantu Improvement Promise, and this gives you guaranteed improvement. You will definitely see improvement in your marks, and since it's a guaranteed improvement, guys, you know that what guarantee means. So by the end of the year, if you are not getting improvement in your marks, if you are not seeing improvement in your marks, your whole course fee will be returned back, no questions asked. Alright, only thing we want that you attend at least minimum of 75% of the classes and 75% of the test you are completing, which are given for your batches, because you have to at least come to the classes. Once you come to the class, it's our responsibility to make sure that you will understand everything in the class. You'll be on the path of the improvement. Alright, so what are the features of this course, guys? So first thing, you get access to unlimited live classes. You can attend as many live classes as you want. The second thing is the students will be from the different parts of the world, so you can also be learn a lot from them. They'll be learning a lot from you. Alright, interactive replay, that means even while watching the recording of a video, you will be able to attend the quizzes and see your name in the leaderboard. So even the replays also, guys, now you can use it for your revision purpose, है ना? For example, like this YouTube video here, right now you cannot say attempt the quizzes when you are watching the recording of the Menti sessions or something. But in Vedantu, even in the recording also, you will be able to attend the quizzes and see your name in the leaderboard. Notes, everything you'll be getting in the handwriting of master teachers. Assignments, tests, all at one place. No need to go to thousands of places. Also, to take care of your doubts in the class, other than the master teacher, we have class teachers present in the class who are dedicatedly there just to take care of your doubts. So throughout the class, they will be connected with you. Any doubt you have, you have just to mention that and they will be explaining that doubt to you. Alright, so that's the feature which you are getting, and with this we are trying to reach to a place where our students, none of our students go with any doubt in their head, and we are very close to it. So any doubt you are having, guys, please do not think, yeah, what about my doubts? Dedicated teachers just to take care of your doubts. Then You have access to unlimited micro courses and crash courses. So with this, you can say attend a session as many times as you want. You can read a chapter as many times as you want. You can revise a topic whenever you want, and also you can meet all your favorite master teachers with the help of this micro courses. All right. So guys, remember, less is more, less price, more classes, and the link for the registration is mentioned in the description box of this video as well as in the pinned comment. Please don't forget that when you're going there, GPE Pro, this is the magic code which will get you 10% off. 10% off, flat 10% off on the prices. Let me quickly show you guys how you can go there. Alright, so suppose this is the video, alright, for ICSE 10th. You just have to come to the description box, है ना? Here, Vedantu NTSE crash courses it is showing. You can go for NTSE if you want. If you are in for the NTSE courses, guys, this link is the direct link for going to the NTSE courses. ठीक है? And if you want to go for the registration, let me quickly show it to you. है ना? It won't take much time. Let me quickly show it to you. Suppose if I'll go for any video, हाँ चलो, CBSE 9th video is there. So in the 9th grade videos, mostly in ICSE 10th videos, it is kept in the description box. Otherwise, you can come to CBSE 9th videos, and here you can see subscribe to Vedantu courses now. All right, ठीक है? So this is the part. Up here, beta, you have to select your grade 10th and select your target. So your target is like say ICSE. So grade 10th ICSE. See, so many options you have. NTSE crash course, and grade 10 term 1, term 2, everything you have. So grade 10th ICSE are selected, guys. Okay, now these are the three courses which you can see over here: Pro Classic, Pro Lite, Pro Classic, Pro Plus. Pro Lite, being the most basic course, also has all the features which I have told you till now: live classes, test series, assignments, notes and doubt solving in the class. And here, guys, you can see GPE Pro is applied, so you get 10% off on the prices. Alright, you can either start with trying the course for 1 month, or you can buy the complete course. EMI is also there. When you're buying the complete course, you have access to EMI option as well. Now Pro Classic, if you want to go for, so Pro Classic price is a little bit more because it gives you more personalization. In what sense? You get access to Vedantu's doubt solving app. Alright, so suppose when you say solve some questions on your own, or when you start solving questions on your own, you get doubts, and those doubts you don't know from where to get the solution of those doubts. Pro Classic is the course for you because you get access to Vedantu's doubt solving app, and you can ask unlimited doubts. And then for those students who are struggling with your subjects, and if you think, yeah, sir, study how to do it, I'm not able to manage, my marks are always less, guys, go for Pro Plus, because here you get personal mentor and they will make sure that you will be on the path of improvement. It's a very rigid support system. You'll be getting personalized to the highest level. They'll make sure that all your doubts are solved. Any query you have, they will take care of it, be it academic, non-academic. So these are the prices after applying GPE Pro code over here. Alright, any other query you have, guys, you can go to the bottom of this page and read this frequently asked questions. Alright, okay, now let me show you some of the features. For example, let's say over here, if you want to watch the notes or replay of a class, just go over here. This is how your profile is going to look like. This is how you'll see your upcoming classes once you'll join. Now go in the past classes. For any past class, suppose the previous class you want to watch the replay, click on replay. Once you click on replay, you'll be able to watch the replay. This is the classroom setup. Here you'll be able to attend the class. Alright, and do the attend the quizzes as well. Click here on get notes to get the notes of that particular class, and you can use it for your final moment revision. Alright, and see, you can very well see the notes are in my handwriting. Okay, okay guys, so these are the features which you are getting. Now let's move ahead with our next question. The next question is this: in the figure given below, straight lines AB and CD intersect at P. Alright, they are intersecting at P, and AC is parallel to BD. Very well done. Prove that BD is 2.4. If BD is 2.4, okay, so BD, oh, I'm really very sorry, BD is 2.4, AC is 3.6, PD is 4, and PB is 3.2, then the lengths of PA and PC. You have to find out length of P and PC. So guys, they go first thing, if AC and BD are parallel, if AC and BD are parallel, I can say, sir, in triangle ACP and triangle BDP. By first thing, this angle A and angle B will be equal. Lines are parallel. It is a transversal interior alternate angle. So angle A is equal to angle B. Similarly, I can say, sir, this angle C will be equal to angle D. Again, interior alternate angle. Right? This time AC and BD are the parallel lines, but this time the transversal is CD. Earlier the transversal was AB. So two angles are equal, although this will also be equal because vertically opposite angle, but I don't require it. If two angles are equal, third angle will automatically be equal. I can say triangle ACP will be similar to triangle BDP. Okay? Once similarity is done, guys, I can clearly say, sir, once they are similar, I can say, sir, AC upon BD is equal to CP upon DP is equal to AP upon BP. Now what do we need, beta? We need AC is given as 3.6, BD is 2.4, CP we don't know, DP is given as 4 and AP we don't know, DP is given as 3.2. Now 3.6, 2.4, if I remove the decimal, 12 2s are 12 3s are. So CP by 4 is also 3 by 2. Simplify this, 4 there, 3 2, 3p will be equal to 6 centimeter. And similarly, AP upon 3.2 is equal to 3 by 2. So we'll be getting shift 3.2 over there, 1.6 into 3. AP will be equal to 4.8 centimeter. Alright, simple. So this is how we have got the length of both. Okay, okay. Next question. In a trapezium ABCD, side AB is parallel to side DC. AB and DC are parallel. Diagonal AC and BD intersect each other at O. Prove that PA into PD into PB is equal to PB into PC. So this time trapezium is given. Alright, trapezium is given to us. Alright, let's say it is a trapezium now. Okay, what is the trapezium? A, B, C, D, and diagonals AC and BD. So let's draw diagonal AC and the diagonals BC, BD. A bit of one thing, if you'll see, intersecting at point P. Okay. Now, if we want to prove that PA into PD is equal to PB into PC, PA into PD is equal to PB into PC. Another way I can say, sir, they are asking me if suppose if I shift this PC in division, they are asking me PA upon PC is equal to PB upon PD. Yes or no? If I get the ratio of PA and PC equal to ratio of PB and PD, my work is done. So PA and PB are the sides of triangle APB. CP and DP are the sides of triangle CPD. So take their congruence similarity. So I can say it's in triangle APB and triangle CPD. First thing, guys, since it is a trapezium, the sides will be parallel. Once they are parallel, I can say, so this angle and angle C are equal. This angle and this angle will be equal, interior alternate angle. So I can say, so angle PAB is equal to angle PCD and angle PBA is equal to angle PDA. Both will be interior alternate angle. So I have got triangle APB congruent, similar to triangle CPD. Once they are similar, I can say AP upon CP is equal to PB upon PD. Right? Cross multiply, you will get AP into PD is equal to PB into PC. Done? Hence proved. Alright guys, okay? So this is how this question will be done. Easy question, right? Now guys, I am giving you a homework question. Alright, so do let me know what will be the answer in the comment sections. I'll see, let's see what will be the answer for this. Let me know the answer for this in the comment section, guys. Let's see what is the answer. Very easy question. think about it and think about the corresponding points. Alright, so guys, I have already told you about the Vedantus Pro subscription. Very good course for all of you. GPE Pro, don't forget to use GPE Pro to get 10% off. And guys, remember this price which you are getting, it's not like completing your syllabus only once, because with the help of unlimited micro courses, you can complete your syllabus as many times as you want. And also you are getting the guaranteed improvement. So in this way, you can be also sure that once you are joining Vedantus Pro subscription, you will definitely see improvement by the end of the year. So that's like ki you can be like, this is the way you can trust this thing and trust the Vedantus Pro subscription, and it will definitely work for you. Alright, so guys, the batches are starting very soon. Please do not wait much and join ASAP. Alright, okay guys, so thank you so much for joining the class. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you soon in the next class. Till then, bye bye, sayonara, khuda hafiz to all of you. Bye bye.